Are you afraid of not being able to deliver results for your clients? Because if that's the case, then you need to watch this. And I believe that this is not a common topic, especially in the SMMA space, because not everybody likes to talk about refunds, chargebacks, and what can happen if you don't deliver results. But at the same time, this is one of the main reasons why most people don't start their agency, or why most agency owners don't scale their business. So today I want to talk about these topics, how you can overcome these limiting beliefs, but not only that, how I dealt with these situations as well, the best case scenario here, the worst case scenario, how you can deal with those problems, and at the same time, why this is not a big deal. So let's start, because the first thing is why this is the last thing that you should consider. And here, what you have to understand is that the biggest players in any game, like for example Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Larry Ellison, all of these guys ended up doing like a lot of promises, right? They were over-promising, and the reality is that they didn't have a product yet, and they ended up over-delivering. And that is something really interesting, because that's what happened. That's the same thing that happened to me. I was an appointment setter, so yes, I had a little bit of experience when it comes to appointment setting. But then after that, when I got my first client, I didn't really know how to deliver results. However, because I had the pressure to deliver results, he paid me, and now I had the resources, I was able to come up with a strategy, and I ended up bringing him clients. What I am trying to say is that you will always find a way to deliver results, and even if you don't deliver results, this is just not a big deal. So you have to get used to this feeling, because the biggest players in the game, like I said before, are used to this feeling. They make big promises, they make bold promises, and then later they start working in order to back up those promises. So you just have to get used to this. You cannot just stop because you are not sure about how you are going to deliver the results. This is just the last thing that you should consider. First, you have to worry about getting the clients, then you can worry about the fulfillment process. Of course, you can have an idea and you can talk about that idea with your clients, but then I promise, even if you have the best system in the world, when you have clients, you will end up changing that system, and you will end up making something completely different, something completely new. Another thing, big businesses have these big losses before they start, before they are profitable. So just remember that even though here we are in the online space, we are making a lot of money, a lot of cash, a lot of profit. Even if that's the case, there are a lot of big businesses that don't make money for like 4 or 5 years or 10 years, right? So it's okay if in the first months you don't make like a big profit. It's okay if you end up breaking even, because as long as you get these experiences by working with more people, then you're gonna end up coming up with really good systems. So don't worry about not delivering results to your first clients. If you put a lot of effort into their campaigns, they are not gonna be angry with you, but I want to talk about that in a minute, how you can deal with these situations. But now, what happens if you don't deliver results, and why this is not a big deal? Now, here, not a lot of people are going to show you this, but I want to be very, very vulnerable, because I feel like that is the right thing to do. So here in my screen, I want to show you my Stripe account. You can see that in the last few months, we were able to make $26,000, but you will see something interesting. And that's why I believe that not a lot of people are vulnerable like that, and they are not honest, but I want to be honest with you guys. So here, you can see that, of course, there are certain fees that you have to pay for Stripe, but you can see that my net volume from sales is actually like, I have like $5,000 less, right? So in fees, this is gonna be like 1,000 probably. So I ended up giving refunds in the last few months for 4,000, because there were some clients that were not happy with me. But then, because I am a man of my word, because I respect a deal, I ended up giving them a refund. And not only that, I just wanted to keep this relationship with them, and I knew that if I gave them the refund, then later I would have the right solution for their problem. I would have the right process, the right system in order to deliver results for them. So if you try to just keep money, and if you try to do bad things, shady stuff, then always you're gonna end up having like really big issues in your business. Maybe you are not gonna see them right now, but later they are gonna come up again. So that's why you have to be a man of your word. You have to respect your clients. Your name is one of the most important things in the game. So that's why you have to give these refunds if that's the case. And 2 of these refunds actually were because I didn't want to work with specific clients. They were not the right fit, they were not doing the right things, and that's why I ended up doing this. But again, I wanted to show you these guys because a lot of people will tell me, yeah, what happens if I get a refund? And I always tell them, nothing. You're gonna give them a refund, most of the times you're not gonna lose money at all, and if you lose, you're gonna just lose like $100, but you will end up learning a lot of things after working with them. So don't worry about giving a refund. Don't be afraid of doing that. I mean, that's not ideal, but at the same time, this can show you a lot of things. You will end up learning a lot of things as well. So don't be afraid to do that. But now, the thing is, even if you have the best systems in the world, still there are gonna be times that those systems are not gonna work for some of your clients, and that's okay, because that means that you have to continue improving your businesses. Even the biggest players in the game are not going to deliver the best results for their clients in some cases. Even Alex Hormozzi with Gym Launch, even though he helped a lot of his clients, I promise you that he's gonna have a lot of people that will ask for a refund, just because this is just how this game works. So the next thing is that getting clients and working with them is a priority. So it's okay if you don't always give them results, because if you don't give them results, you can give them a refund and that's it. You are not gonna lose a lot of money, but you will learn a lot. And after you get these clients, now you will have way more experience, and now the chances of your success are going to dramatically increase. So that's exactly the position where you want to be in. If you are honest, people are going to respect that. And in some cases, you can tell your clients, okay, so I tried this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this didn't work. So what we're gonna do here? In some cases, your clients are gonna tell you, okay, yeah, I respect your effort. I saw what you were doing. I saw what you were doing in the last few weeks. So yeah, let's just give me just like a partial refund, and then that's it, right? So that is the main thing. Don't worry about this, because there is always a solution. But here, again, this is just a limiting belief, because most of the times you will be able to deliver results. This is just a limiting belief because, again, I know that I am 100% sure that you're gonna find a way to deliver results for your clients. And if you can't, you will end up looking for a new solution, and again, you will end up finding a way to deliver results for your clients. So don't worry about this. This is just like a small thing that you're gonna encounter, but you just have to overcome this small obstacle. And at the same time here, you just have to give clear expectations to your clients. If you are starting out, let's say that you launch an appointment setting agency like mine. If you are starting out, maybe you are not gonna say, yeah, we're gonna give you 60 appointments in the first month. But you can say, I think that we can give you 10 to 50 appointments a month, and maybe I think that we're gonna give you this in the next month. We promise that we're gonna give you these results in a 2-month or in a 3-month period. So now the expectations are going to be way lower, and because of that, your clients will understand that you are in that position. Maybe you are not gonna be able to charge a lot of money, but at the same time, when they see that you are not getting results for them, they are not gonna have like a really big surprise, and they are gonna understand your situation. And that's how you can deal with those kind of issues, with those kind of problems. Because if you have these clear expectations, then you are not gonna have problems. It is all about expectations. Because now, the best case scenario, what's gonna happen here? And the worst case scenario, what can happen here and what you can do? The worst thing that can happen is that you will give a refund to one of your clients. You're gonna go to Stripe, you're gonna give a refund, and then you're just gonna lose the processing fee. So do you think that that is really like a huge problem? Yes, you're gonna lose like what, $50, $30, $100? Is that a big deal, considering that you got a client and that this client helped you to understand way more things in your niche, in your offer? Because later, once you understand that, you are gonna know how to avoid the same situation. You are gonna know how to convince a new client to work with you, because now you will have a solution, you will have a system that actually works. So that's why you want to be in that position. The second, a second bad scenario is that someone is going to ask you a partial refund. If that's the case, you are not gonna lose money. In some cases, like I said before, some people will tell you, I really respect what you have been doing, but I feel like this is not working out. However, I can see that you were working hard, so let's just let me just get a partial refund, and then we can continue working together later. If that's the case, you're not gonna lose money, and that's exactly what happened to me with these refunds that I showed you before. I have to give these refunds, but I didn't lose money. I didn't lose money because my clients respected what I was doing. They knew that I was working hard on this, because as long as you put a lot of effort into these campaigns for your clients, they will see that. So that's the thing. Your clients are going to get angry only if you don't give them the right expectations, and if they see that you're not even working hard. Because if you are working hard, everybody respects that. So just keep that in mind. But then, now let's start talking about the best case scenarios, right? What can happen here after you start getting them, after you start improving your systems? What can happen is that if you deliver okay results, then maybe you are not gonna give them massive results again, but they are gonna be happy with your service, or they are gonna be okay with your service because they are gonna get their money back. If that's the case, again, you are gonna learn a lot, you're gonna know what to avoid, what to do, what not to do with your next clients and with your next strategies in your business, but now you're not gonna lose money again. So that's the cool part. But the best case scenario here is that you will deliver great results. And a lot of people are afraid of what can happen if they don't deliver results. If they don't deliver results, but they don't consider what can happen if they deliver massive results. They don't have that option in their brain. So always keep that in mind. Always think about what can happen if I deliver the best results to these clients. What if I end up giving him the best results? You need to have that mindset in place. Because at the end of the day, the only way to overcome this fear is just to get more clients. You need to have a solid acquisition system in order to stop worrying about this kind of limiting belief. Because I promise you, when you have a system that is giving you clients every single week, you are not gonna worry about what can happen if I don't deliver results for a client, because you will know that you will end up getting more clients, right? You are not going to worry about, oh, this like for example, oh, this client is angry with me and he's treating me really poorly, he's like really rude with me. If that's the case, if you have a solid client acquisition system, then you're just gonna give them a refund, and then you're gonna continue working with people that actually want to work with you. Again, that's the same thing that happened with me with the refunds that I showed you. I ended up deciding to give a refund to a couple of clients, actually only one client, just because I didn't like working with him. But you need to have this client acquisition system in place, because when you know that you're gonna get a new client in the next week, then this is not an issue anymore. You know that you have full control of your business and that you're gonna end up making things happen. So that's the idea. You are not gonna be afraid of these kind of situations. And at the end of the day, just to finish with some thoughts for this video, you just have to remember that once this happens one time, you are not gonna be scared of this situation anymore. So after this, if another client wants a refund, you're gonna know how to negotiate. You're gonna know how to deal with this problem. You're gonna know how to give him more options before they can ask for a refund. Or you're gonna know about the systems that you can implement in order to guarantee better results for them. What you can do here in order to avoid this situation in the first place. But this is going to only happen once you go into these problems. So that's the only thing. I wanted to share this today because one of my clients was telling me today that he was a little bit scared of not delivering results for his client. Again, a lot of people will criticize me because I shared these screenshots, and not a lot of people like to do that, but I always like to be really honest with you guys. So let me know what you think. If you have more questions, send me a message or comment below something. Subscribe to this channel, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.